What a graceful performance by Pranati Vedagiri. I'm sure your school Kaveri Natya Yoga and your Guru Sri Lalita Lanka are proud of you. Let me welcome our youth to take over from here.
Jai Srimanarayana. Om Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. My name is Ashwin Chari Jilkumari. I'm so delighted to be part of this program tonight. We're hoping tonight will be a memorable event with Swamiji, and everyone will have the opportunity to learn and gain knowledge about Swamiji and his initiatives.
My name is Gopinath Lingada. It is an honor to be here tonight. I am excited to be able to share the opportunity to be in the presence of Swamiji and with you all. We will be your MCs for tonight.
Swagatam and Suswagatam to all, and our cordial welcome to all the Bhagavad Bandhus.
Before we get started with today's program, we'd like to go over a few housekeeping rules. Please take a moment to observe the exit signs.
And note that there are restrooms that are located in the back hallway. If you must leave to use the restroom, we ask that you do so quietly. If your child has to use the restroom, we ask that you please quietly accompany them. We also have water bottles that are located on the back wall of the hall, and volunteers will be bringing the water bottles to your seats.
Lastly, we request the audience to please take a moment to silence your cell phones and to refrain from taking any flash photography or cell phone videos that may block the view of others during the presentations and performances.
Thank you very much for your patience and cooperation as we begin the program. Please watch a video on Swamiji's achievements.
Few live with the insight necessary to dedicate themselves to a life of service. Even fewer work to ease the spiritual suffering of others. Our leader is one who has accomplished both.
Jai Srimanarayana. Om Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. Jai Srimanarayana all. Welcome to Meet with the Monk event. We are excited to have you here. My name is Deepthi Bomira. I'm a proud mother of Amrita Konduru, who is a junior in high school and associated with Pragya and VT Seva since 2015. Currently, she is serving as the youth coordinator with VT Seva.
Jai Srimanarayana all. My name is Shamila Gurala. I'm a Pragya teacher, proud parent of 2 Pragya kids, and a VT Seva coordinator and a volunteer. I'll be one of your MCs for tonight.
Shamila, are we ready to start the program yet?
Yep. Are we all ready? Okay, awesome. Let me all start with a powerful breathing technique here. Inhale, exhale. Now slowly inhale and raise your hand up. Everyone, your right hand up. Exhale, bring it down. Reach out your cell phones and silence them off.
Wow, that's a good
Thank
one.
you.
Our Pragya students, coordinators, teachers have been relentlessly working for the last couple months to organize today's event. Let's all show our support by maintaining silence at all times in the auditorium. Use the restrooms in the back. In case of emergency, use the exit doors and back doors. By the way, Sharmila, it just came to my mind. Do you remember the first time we met?
Of course, dear. I remember we met in the Pragna class actually in 2015. Man, time flies. I've been with Pragna and VD Seva for about 10 years now. Recently, I heard a saying, when you are friends with someone for more than 7 years, they are no more called your friends and become family. I feel the same way.
Very well said. Pragna is like our extended family. Are you excited about tonight's program?
I'm very excited about Sri Chinna Jeeyar Swami's visit to San Antonio. I still have the memories of Swami's visit from 2013. Actually, I started my Pragna journey after the Swami's visit last time.
Well, that's very motivating. I would take a pause and tell our audience about what is Pragna. It is the ability to translate good knowledge into action. It's a joyous journey of personality development course that starts at a very tender age of 5 years. Pragna consists of life skill developing, Bhagavad Gita, powerful prayers that energize us, thought-provoking Upanishads, and inspirational stories of rishis that are role models for holistic development. Pragna motivates oneself to lead a value-based life by recognizing the need and respond to the call of duty as a responsible world-class citizen.
So, let me ask you all a question. How many of you all know about Pragna? Okay, awesome. Hey, if you all are interested to learn further details about the Pragna, stop by the friend desk. They have some Pragna module books out there to look for. And also, you can also reach out to one of the Pragna teachers, saying that, I'm one of the Pragna teacher too here.
We will start the program with a prayer. We ask everyone to stand as we invite our Pragna students to start with the prayers. Participants are Adya Bobala, Akshara Gurala, Anvi Komat Reddy, Avanti Mudipalli, Riddhi Ojili, Rohit Siddhapatla, Shreyas Tiparthi, Siona Khandala.
Thank you, Pragna kids, for getting us started with the prayers. Hey, Deepthi, did you hear or did you get a chance to visit Ramanuja's Statue of Equality in India?
I did not. Is it the one in Hyderabad?
That is right. Actually, last month I went to India and got a chance to visit Statue of Equality. It's located on the premises of Chinna Jeeyar Trust at Munchital, Rangareddy district in the outskirts of Hyderabad. I felt blessed getting the darshan of 108 Divya Desams with the family. Next time, do not forget to visit the Statue of Equality in your next visit.
Sure, that sounds good. But why is it called Statue of Equality though?
Good question, Deepthi. Hey, you are getting there. It's from Sri Ramanuja Swami's equality mindset. His sayings are, all are equal in the eyes of God. All are equally qualified to chant the name of the God. All are eligible to enter a temple. The Creator showed no partiality, so why should anyone show a partiality? So to alleviate the misery of the others, he did not mind facing the thrones of hell too.
Thanks for all the information. I'm all excited and looking forward to visiting the place.
Dipti, do you want to share any of your experiences from the past years?
Oh yeah. I have a lot to share from probably like 8 years. But the one that pops right away is the fundraising we did to support the cause of Nepal earthquake in 2015. Kids were very young. I remember Amrita was a second grader. She did a video and shared with friends and family, and that went a little viral. And also her principal requested like, hey, can we share this with the school? And we were like very joyous, and we were like, we wanted to get as much support as possible. So we did share with the school, with her elementary school, and raised about $675 single-handedly. And just time flies, and we raised about $10,000 as a team. Well, now, how about your experiences with Pregna as a teacher, Sharmila?
Yeah, I will share my experiences, but I still remember the day, when we were going around and asking for the Nepal fund. Actually, we are raising the funds out there. The kids were so cute, they were explaining what happened in the Nepal and how Chinna Jeeyar Swamiji was supporting them. So, because all the memories comes back. Okay, anyways, as I was telling you all, I've been with the Pregna for the last 10 years here. Being a Pregna teacher, I need to say, I don't know, where to start, to share my experiences. I feel like, every week is a new experience for me with the kids. It's like, I teach them slokas, I teach them, bhajans, and I teach them stories. In the meanwhile, kids keep on asking, hey, why did Rama do this? Why didn't he kind of act some other way, right? So, it's those questions of the kids makes me learn more about the kids, about the things also. But Diti, I need to say, the most I love about going every week to Pregna and teaching them is yoga. I teach the kids yoga. In the Pregna, and that actually relaxes me too. After a busy week, it's actually fun to have those sessions with them. You need to give it a try too, Deepthi.
Sure, I will definitely think about it. I'm not sure, but I will surely try.
Okay. Next we have is classical performance, Shabdam Gokulambudi by Kalalaya Indian Performing Arts. The performers are Gargi and Gayatri Modal, and choreographed by Guru Kaushi Subramaniam. Please welcome Gargi and Gayatri.
Everyone who has contributed towards the making of the Egalitarian Center, the Statue of Equality, which was inaugurated in February 2021 by the Honorable President and the Prime Minister of India.
It is a 216-foot tall sitting statue of Bhagavad Ramanuja, the icon of equality who sanctified this earth 1,000 years ago. There are not enough words to express gratitude towards the donors that took part in the making of this monumental statue.
There are more upcoming opportunities for Bhagavat Bandhus to contribute to improve and enhance the 108 Divya Desams and the Statue of Equality. If you are interested in learning more about how to contribute, please reach out to one of us after the program.
Now, Sri Swamiji would like to offer his Mangala Sasanams to everyone here and give a token of appreciation to all of the donors. So please walk up to the stage as your name is called so you can accept the token handed to you by Swamiji. As you're walking up to receive the token, please kindly note to refrain from doing any namaskaras at this time.
Jai Sri Narayana. Janavi and Praveen Hanumula. Lata and Prakash Nanchella. Mamata and Sridhar Vasareddy. Manjusha and Vijay Gunaganti. Neela Tangata and Amit Patel. Purnima Devati and Gangadhar Revoluri. Rajini and Srinivas Reddy Karla. Ramadevi and Madhavrao Rao. As many know, she is my grandmother and a devotee who was the first one to invite Sri Swamiji to San Antonio in 1996 before I was even born. Sujata and Sesha Charlie. Rama and Rajshekhar Goldi. Vijaya and Srinivas Gosala.
Bala and Bhaskara Yakala. Bindu and Vamsidhar Mukkamala. Chitra and Shantanu Tripathi. Gopinath Tangada. Jhansi and Venkateshwar Ambati. Manasa and Pavan Amarneni. Maruti Lakshmi and Ramesh Siddhabatla. Rama and Satya Doda. Rupa and Vamshi Goburu. Rekha and Satya Panda. Sharmila and Jagdishwar Gurrala. Sushma Devi and Kishore Pakrewal. Rama and Ramakrishna Julukuntla.
Hemamala and Hulur Ramamurthy. Madhavi and Madan Pulli. Usha and Madhavrao Govindaraju. Sailesh Nani and Shankar Tam Tam. Jai Srimanada. Now we'll be moving on to the concluding part of our program, the vote of thanks. In closing of our program, the JET San Antonio chapter and the VT Seva San Antonio branch would like to thank everyone for being here. Special thanks to Sri Swamiji and Sriman Rangaramanuja Swamiji and Parivaram for their tireless efforts to come and grace our city and be able to get their darshan.
We also want to give thanks to the HTSA President, Mr. Ramakrishna Julukuntla, and the HTSA staff, Mr. Narkunan Kesavara. Thank you for assisting us with planning the logistics on the temple grounds. Also, there are not enough words to appreciate and thank both of the HTSA Prasadam cooking teams, led by Mr. Kishore Pakirabad and Bala Yakala, who have all come together to prepare the prasadam for the devotees here tonight.
Once Sri Swamiji exits, please line up to receive prasadam. One final note. We would like to thank all of the pregnant teachers, parents, and students, past and present, as well as all VT Seva volunteers for coming together to make this program a success.
Thank you all for your service, dedication, participation, and support. It's only together as a community that we all can reach new heights of spiritual service to each other and the world.
We will now close the program with the Pregna concluding prayers. Everyone, please stand.
Jai Sriman Narayana. Om Agni Naya Suvataraye Asman Visvani Deva Vayunani Vidvan Yuyogyasmat Juhurana Menaha Bhuyishtam Te Nama Uktim Videma. Purnamidam Purnamadaha Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Namah Paramarushibhyo Namah Paramarushibhyaha. Om Namah Paramarushibhyo Namah Paramarushibhyaha. Om Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha. Jai Sriman Narayana.
Jai Srimanarayana. Jai Srimanarayana.
Jai Srimanarayana.
Thank you all for coming.
Wow, that's a beautiful performance. Next we have Pranam, a tribute to our Mother Earth by VT Seva volunteers. Participants, Adya Bobala, Akshara Gurala, Anvi Komatreddy, Nitya Palusani, Yukta Mohana Goburu, choreographed by Sri Gopi Chand Bandakunuri. Bhaskarani.
a tribute to Mother Earth. What an energetic performance by kids. Dipti, do you know these kids, in spite of their busy summer volunteering activities, gathered every day for last few weeks practicing it together?
Wow. Kudos to these VT Seva volunteers. For sure, they are multi-talented.
Our next performance is Kolatam by Pragna Kids. Please welcome Aradhya Devulapalli, Aditi Mudipalli, Avanti Mudipalli, Jaishnavi Basireddy, Riddhi Ojili, and Simran Rautani. This song is choreographed by Simran Rautani.
నొసగు మంత్రమే భక్తి చూపు చంద్రమే పెద్దలు చూపించిన వాట పిల్లల ఆశల ముట జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ లేని చోట అందరూ పాడేటి పాట నమ్మిన వారికి మూట కష్టాలను తీర్చునంట జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ నిండినదంట కైవల్యమునిచ్చునంట శబరమును నడుచు వెంట ఆమిద మిడెచ్చు పంట జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ
Thank you so much, Pragna students. Next up, we have Sita Kalyana by Pranati.
Jagadgurubuku Jayam Jayam Jeeyar Swamiji Shubham Jayam Jagadgurubuku Jayam Jayam Jeeyar Swamiji Shubham Jayam
सम्राजं च विराजं चाभिश्रीर्याचनो गृहे लक्ष्मीराष्ट्रस्य या मुखे तया मासगुं सृजामसि ॐ महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात्। जय श्रीमन्नारायण।
Seminar. We ask everyone to continue to stand as we invite our pregnant students to start with the prayers.
Jai Srimanarayana. Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Om Namah Paramarushibhyo. Namah Paramarushibhyaha. Om Namah Paramarushibhyo. Namah Paramarushibhyaha. Om Purnamidam Purnamadaha Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Isavasyamidagum sarvam Yatkinch jagatyam jagat Tena tyaktena bhunjitaha Magrutah kasya svidhanam Kasyapanbhaya sanjatam Narayana padasritam Srimannarayanam vande Yatiswara sriyajusham. Jai Srimanarayana.
You may now be seated. Thank you to our pregnant students. Before we begin the program, we wanted to share a tragic development in our JET and VT Seva community. Sriman Vishwakola is a highly intelligent and spiritual individual who is respected and sought out by thousands for his spiritual knowledge. Earlier this year, he met an untimely death, and his survivors are his 2 school-age sons and his wife. Let us take a moment of silence to reflect on Sriman Vishwakola.
Jai Srimanarayana. Humble salutations to the lotus feet of our Acharya and the CEO of both JET USA and VT Seva, His Holiness Sri Chinna Jeeyar Swamiji. My name is Ashwin Chari Chilkmari. My name is Ashwin Chari Chilkmari, former JET USA Youth Director, Medhavi Teacher, and Pragnya alumnus.
And my name is Gopinath Pengada. I'm a former VT Seva San Antonio Youth Coordinator, Medhavi Teacher, and on the Pragnya National Competition Judging Team. We also humbly welcome our Jiva, Jeeyar Integrated Vedic Academy Director, Ubhaya Vedanta, Sriman Dr. Samudrala Venkata Rangaramanujacharya Swamivaru, and the Mayor of San Antonio, Mr. Ron Nuremberg. And a warm welcome to Swamiji's Parivara and to all of you who are present here today.
Our humble dasohams to Swamijis. Sri Swamiji is the recipient of the prestigious Padma Bhushan Award, which is the 3rd highest civilian award given by the Honorable President of India for Swamiji's reformist and humanitarian work. Sri Swamiji has reformed many lives through devotion, rendering a vast variety of community services like education to the underprivileged through the establishment of visually challenged and tribal schools.
He has also aided for animal welfare, environmental conservation, women's welfare, and the preservation of Vedic wisdom through diverse avenues on a global scale, and educating and inspiring others to new heights and distinguished achievements.
Thousands of volunteers are doing exceptional services across the globe. Both JET and BT Seva are organizations based on the underlying principles that Sri Swamiji has given, which are worship your own, respect all, and serve all beings as service to God. May we all be so inspired and blessed by the opportunity to serve others. So, hey, Gopinath, what can you tell me about JET?
That they're fast and cool.
The JET I'm talking about, it's cool, but I'm talking about the JET, the Jeeyar Educational Trust.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I was just testing you. In 1994, Sri Swamiji founded the Jeeyar Educational Trust USA, or JET, a US-based nonprofit focused on fostering education in ancient Vedic scriptures, which has grown into a global charity since its founding, with 35 centers across the US and 10 additional centers internationally.
It now has over 10,000 volunteers and offers a wide variety of spiritual and educational programs for learners of all ages, including the launch of the Pragna platform. The JET coordinator for San Antonio is Dr. Mrudula Rao.
Pragna was launched in the year 2003 as a co-educational program for the children to promote moral values and to share Vedic culture and heritage. The Pragna program has a series of classes that provides holistic personality development through Vedic education.
The syllabus was meticulously designed by Sri Swamiji for students starting at the tender age of 5 years in Module 1, all the way to high school, and college students taking LMIG classes, which are lessons from the Bhagavad Gita. The syllabus is geared towards personality development from lessons derived from our Vedic scriptures.
The intent is to shape children into well-rounded citizens and not only learning the lessons, but also implementing through service activities and giving back to the community. So now, Ashwin, circling back to you, it's now time for me to ask you a question. Can you tell me how many pregnant centers there are?
5?
No, higher.
10?
Guess again, higher.
100.
Nope, getting closer though.
120.
127.
Wait, 127? That means there's like thousands of students.
Yes, thousands of students. There are now more than 125 pregnant centers and over 700 instructors.
Really? Hey, you know, in 2012, the San Antonio Pragna Center opened its doors, serving San Antonio residents and making a profound impact on the spiritual community of South Texas. The Pragna coordinator for the chapter is Mrs. Sujata Chari. And at this time, we now request Mrs. Sujata Chari to come to the stage to say a few words.
Thank you, Ashwin. Om Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha. Jai Sriman Narayana. My humble salutations to Pujya Swamiji, Mahamahopadhyaya, Sriman Samudra Ranga Ramanuja Swamiji ki, and Mayor Ryan Nirenberg. Pragna is designed and developed by our beloved Swamiji for the younger generations to inculcate our Vedic knowledge and the heritage. Pragna prayers are related to our daily activities and also diverse activities. Stories are from our Vedic, Puranas, Itihasas to teach the importance of respecting the mother, father, and guru, and most importantly, how to cherish the friendship, understanding the importance of the friendship. And Pragna is also nurturing the sense of responsibility through community service and care for Mother Nature. Through the series of classes, the kids will be well versed with public speaking, leadership, and management skills. All in all, Pragna is a holistic program to improve the personality development from a child 5 years age to the college. We extend our congratulations to all the Pragya students who are very blessed to receive their certifications from Swamiji this morning. And Pragya closely follows the school calendar, makes it very convenient and easy for the kids to attend the program and take advantage of it. Enrollments are open now. I encourage all the parents and the kids to go and stop by at the booth and understand the Pragya and take advantage of it and join the. And before I finish it, I also wanted to inform about the Bhakti Nivedana, the spiritual magazine that we have developed, and it is available for all the ages. And most important thing in this magazine is we have Puja Swamiji actually answering the question and answers for the kids who come up with this. And it's only $6 per month. I would take everybody to take advantage of it. And I want to thank you for the opportunity, and I welcome everybody to join Pragya and be a part of the Pragya family. Thank you all. Jai Sriman Narayana.
Thank you, Sujata Auntie. As a Pragya alumnus and a Pragya teacher, I value the experiences that I have gained from learning the modules, and I was able to put that good knowledge into action, which has led me into a well-rounded citizen that I am today.
You know, along with Gopinath, I'm also a Pragya alumnus, and I have such fond memories of Pragya with him from when I was back in high school. Some of the best laughs and special bondings we had were from when we learned the modules together and from when we both taught yoga together.
In addition to all of the services Swamiji has inspired through the founding of JET, His Holiness also founded VT Seva, or Volunteering Together for Service, in 2008, which now has 26 plus US branches and 5 international branches, inspiring more than 75,000 volunteers to participate in charitable work across the globe. VT Seva, Volunteering Together for Service, is a volunteer-driven global non-profit organization with a vision to see all children and adults of the underserved communities have access and opportunities to quality education, healthcare, and enable them to live with dignity and pride. VT Seva, San Antonio branch, was started by Dr. Mridula Rao in 2013 to offer community service in few focus areas that are health with emphasis on women's cancer prevention, education, which includes an emphasis on tribal and blind students, environment, which also integrates disaster relief, and the empowerment of youth to make future leaders.
Now, we would like to take the time to recognize our past VD service officers for their work under the guidance from the founding branch director, Dr. Rao. Please stand up as we call your name. Mr. Bert Pickle, who served as the consultant for the team. Lorena Bowen. Dr. Niti Vani. Annette Canales. Mr. Ramesh Siddhabartla. And our very own Gopinath Tangada. And Dr. Ann Hine. Now, we want to take the time to go back and talk a little bit about Pragya. We have a few students who wanted to talk about their experiences about how Pragya changed them. At this time, we will now please bring them on this stage.
Jai Sriman Narayana. My name is Aradhya Sai Devalapalli, and I am 11 years old, going into 6th grade. I have just completed Pragya Module 3, where we have learned about Hayagriva Stotram, stories about Acharya Devo Bhava and Sneha, and my favorite, bhajans. I like bhajans because whenever I sing them, I feel very happy and at ease. Today, I will be giving you a glimpse of my favorite bhajan, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. Kesava Madhava Govinda Bol. Kesava Madhava Govinda Bol. Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol. Rama Bol, Rama Bol, Rama Rama Bol. Sita Samita Sri Ramachandra Bol. Krishna Bol, Krishna Bol, Krishna Krishna Bol. Radha Samita Sri Radhe Krishna Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. Kesava Madhava Govinda Bol. Kesava Madhava Govinda Bol. Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol. Jai Sriman Narayana.
Jai Sriman Narayana. My name is Adarsh Mula. I'm 11 years old and I'm in 6th grade. I recently passed Module 3 Pragna. My favorite part about Pragna is stories because they teach different themes and lessons. My favorite story is Secret of Success because it's about a guru and his student. Guruji tells his student Upamanyu to not eat in the forest or Gurukulam as a test. Upamanyu obeys, but not knowing what to eat, he goes to the forest and piles up leaves. Upamanyu falls in a ditch, and Aswini Devatas felt bad for him, so they asked if he wanted help. But Upamanyu said, "No, I will not ask for help unless Guruji says I can." Guruji, impressed, grants Upamanyu with eyesight and teaches him Brahma Vidya. Upamanyu is the meaning of Acharya Devo Bhava because he respects his guru with love and devotion. Pragna teaches to respect your teachers, gurus, and value of friendship. Jai Sriman Narayana.
Jai Sriman Narayana. My name is Aditi Muripalli. I'm a 15-year-old upcoming sophomore who recently finished the 4th module of Pragna. Ever since I started Pragna in 6th grade, it has had such a huge impact in my life. Pragna has taught me how to be calmer, and it has taught me a lot about respect and tradition. One of my most favorite parts about Pragna are the slokas. Each time I recite a sloka, I feel a strong emotional energy, and it makes me feel confident and calm. One of my favorite slokas that I've learned from Module 1, the first Hayagriva Stotram, is a sloka I use before starting studies or preparing for a big exam. The sloka goes like, Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmala Sphatikakrutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmaye. This sloka means that in the form of joy, God is spotless like a white crystal. We meditate upon Lord Hayagriva, who is the source of knowledge. Jai Sriman Narayana.
Jai Sriman Narayana.
Also, if you're wondering, Jai Sriman Narayana means may the positive force be with you. Now, we want to take the time to recognize and introduce our new youth coordinators. Please line up as we call your names. Anirudh Gobburu, Jatin Gurrala, Rohit Siddhabatla, Aditi Mudapalli, Mahastin Puli, and Anvi Komat Reddy. Our youth director, Mr. Shashidhar Peroji, our secretary, Mrs. Shruti Komatreddy, and our VT Seva branch director for San Antonio is Mrs. Rajni Karla. We now request our JET coordinator and former mentor, Dr. Mrudula Rao, to please come onto the stage to say a few words.
Jai Srimanayana. Hello, Jai Srimanayana. Om Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. My humble salutation to Sri Chinna Jeeyar Swamiji and Sriman Dr. Ranga Ramanujacharya Swamiji, and to all of our guests. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mahalakshmi Hall. We're so thankful to have all of you with us for this very special event, Meet with a Monk, hosted by Jet USA and VT Seva. We are privileged and honored to spend the evening with His Holiness, Sri Chinna Jeeyar Swamiji, to catch a glimpse into his timeless wisdom and visionary leadership. It gives me great pleasure to introduce a very special guest who is a San Antonio community pillar and public servant with a clearly demonstrated core commitment to civic participation and the universal values of liberty, justice, and equal opportunity for every person. Under his leadership, the city has adopted an equity framework in budgeting to reduce poverty, improve public health, and overcome historical socioeconomic inequality. His commitment to the people of San Antonio directly aligns with the values and mission we hold dear at Jet USA and VT Seva. These two organizations also have an unwavering commitment to strengthening communities through education and public service, including food and clothing distribution, housing, local and global disaster relief, and providing support to environmental conservation projects. Our distinguished guest approaches public service with a vision for a compassionate community as well as global action. As former chairman of Sister Cities International, he directly participated in establishing people-to-people relationships through global community partnerships and volunteer action. He is the first San Antonio mayor of Asian Pacific Islander descent, an Austin native, a graduate of Trinity University, and the recently re-elected mayor of the city of San Antonio. Please give a warm welcome to Mayor Ron Nirenberg.
Good evening. I'm honored to join you tonight in supporting a great cause and celebrating the first decade of San Antonio's volunteering together for service. Congratulations. Very proud of your 10th anniversary, and thank you on behalf of the city of San Antonio. One of 25 branches in the United States, the San Antonio branch was launched in 2013 and has made many significant contributions to our community since that time. These local activities, part of the international nonprofit Volunteering Together for Service, tie our community to other service-oriented people around the globe. The list of San Antonio organizations and important causes that have been helped through the work of Volunteering Together for Service is far too long to read in full tonight. But the causes include bone marrow stem cell drives, city park cleanups, buying books for students, and much more. Your work with a large cross-section of local nonprofits and agencies puts you at the heart of our city's efforts to be a compassionate community. Compassion may sound like a soft skill set. It has very concrete outcomes. Extensive research also reveals that compassion decreases bullying in schools, as well as increases the body's immune system and healing properties. Your good works reach even farther than we can see. And in honor of volunteering for service, a day of service, I would like to read the following proclamation. Whereas Jet USA and VT Seva will observe a day of service on August 7, 2023 to promote understanding and tolerance in society by empowering youth with the value of volunteering and philanthropy. And whereas JET is a global nonprofit organization that is committed to improving human lives through education, service, and ancient wisdom, established in 1983 by His Holiness Sri Chinna Jeeyar Swamiji in Sitanagram, Andhra Pradesh, India, incorporated in 1994 as a nonprofit in the United States. And whereas VT Seva was established as a nonprofit organization in the USA in 2008, resolved to provide education to underprivileged children and visually challenged children, spread awareness about cancer, provide facilities for early cancer detection and treatment, spread awareness about being environmentally friendly, provide disaster relief, and whereas the goal of the Day of Service is to help promote a focus on service for the community at large, encouraging all to participate by working with local and international organizations to provide relief to marginalized communities and the populace of San Antonio. Now therefore I, Ron Nirenberg, Mayor of the City of San Antonio, in recognition thereof, do hereby proclaim August 7, 2023 to be a day of service in San Antonio, Texas.
Thank you, Mayor Nirenberg, for your wonderful speech. Now Swamiji, Sri Swamiji will offer felicitations to you.
So, this year marks the 10th anniversary for our branch, and we're very excited that we will now have the curtain raiser for the VD Seva San Antonio annual event. We kindly invite Swamiji, Mayor Nirenberg, Dr. Rao, and Mrs. Rajni Karla to unveil the annual event banner. At this time, we request Mrs. Rajni Karla to please come onto the stage to say a few words.
My humble salutations to Pujya Chinna Jeeyar Swamiji, Sriman Rangaramanujaacharya Swamiji. A warm welcome to Mayor Ron Nirenberg and each one of you. I feel so honored and blessed to be representing VT Seva, volunteering together for service, for the opportunity to be part of one of the noble initiatives of Sri Swamiji and be able to serve along with many kind-hearted volunteers here in San Antonio and the other VT Seva branches across the US. Swamiji, the founder and CEO of VT Seva, has established a unique platform with a mission to empower our youth with values of volunteering and philanthropy. San Antonio branch will be celebrating annual event Spurti from here on with Swamiji as our inspiration and the goal for our San Antonio youth volunteers to learn, to plan, develop, and implement projects for community service. The name Spurti, meaning inspiration, was given for our annual event by Sri Swamiji, and we are hoping that this yearly celebration of the spirit of volunteerism continues to inspire our volunteering community to serve the underprivileged. Children who are visually challenged and born into economically disadvantaged families do not have access to education or any extracurricular activities. And Jeeyar Swamiji started schools exclusively for the visually impaired called Netra Vidyalaya. I'm very proud to share that these children from these schools have been doing extremely well, not only in academics, but as well as extracurricular activities, winning national acclaim and awards. Since the inception of VT Seva in 2008, 12,800 plus underprivileged and 2,800 plus visually challenged students have been provided with free food, education, clothing, and access to the state-of-the-art technology. Generous donations from donors like you go a long way in empowering the visually challenged and underserved communities with education. VT Seva provides volunteering opportunities for kids, youth, and adults. Our contact information is on the screen. Please do reach out to us to learn how we can together make a difference in our community. My sincere gratitude to Swamiji for blessing VT Seva San Antonio branch. Thank you all so much for being here today and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
We would now like to share information about the U.S. President's Volunteer Service Award. In 2003, the President's Council on Service and Civic Participation founded the President's Volunteer Service Award to recognize the important role of volunteers in America's strength and national identity. This award honors individuals whose service positively impacts communities in every corner of the nation and inspires those around them to take action too. I am very happy to share that VT Seva is a PVSA certifying organization, and we have a few volunteers that have won the award with VT Seva, which have been presented by Sri Swamiji this morning. Congratulations to all the recipients.
Jai Sriman Narayana. At this time, we now humbly request Mahamahopadhyaya Sriman Samudrala Venkataranga Ramanuja Charya Swami to give his pravachanam. The speech will be in Telugu.
Jai Shri Narayana. తెలుగులో మాట్లాడాలని స్వామివారి ఆదేశం ముందు నుంచి అలాగే సాగుతోంది. మీరందరూ తెలుగువారే కదా, చాలా వరకు మిగతా వాళ్ళు అదృష్టం అవుతారు. దే కాంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ తెలుగు. మొట్టమొదటి ఫస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ యూ ప్రజెంటెడ్గా పృథివీ గురించి చేశారు కదా, అది నేను అభినందిస్తున్నాను మిమ్మల్ని అందరినీ. వాట్ ఈస్ నౌ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ హియర్ ఇన్ ది వరల్డ్? ఓవర్ అండ్ ఇండిస్క్రిమినేట్ ఎక్స్ప్లాయిటేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఎర్త్. మితిమీరిన, అవసరానికి మించిన గనుల త్రవ్వకము. ఈ పని మనవాడు ఎప్పుడో చేశాడు. వాడి పేరే హిరణ్యాక్షుడు. విన్నారా పేరు ఎప్పుడన్నా? హిరణ్యకశిపుడు పేరు విన్నారా? కొని వాడికి తమ్ముడో అన్నం వీడు హిరణ్యాక్షుడు. హిరణ్యాక్ష శబ్దానికి అర్థమేమిటి? హిరణ్యమందు అక్షం కలవాడు. అంటే ఈ భూమి యందు ఉండేటువంటి నిగూఢంగా ఉన్న గనుల మీద దృష్టి పెట్టి వాటిని ఓవర్ ఎక్స్ప్లాయిట్ చేస్తున్నటువంటి వాడు. మరి వాడిని ఏం చేయాలి? యూ షుడ్ బి ఇమ్యూనిటీ ఎలిమినేటెడ్. ఆ పని చేశాడు భగవంతుడు శ్రీమన్నారాయణుడు. ధర్మస్య ప్రభుడు అచ్యుత. ధర్మాన్ని ప్రతిష్టాపనం చేసేవాడు అచ్యుతుడు కనుక ఆయన వరాహ అవతారం ఇచ్చి వాడిని గ్రహించి భూమిని ఉద్ధరించాడు. ఇలా భూమిని ఉద్ధరించిన తర్వాత మనకు ఒక సందేశం ఇచ్చాడు. నాయన, భూమి వంటిది మీ ఇంట్లోనే ఉంది ఒక ఆవిడ. ఎవరు ఆవిడ? మీ అమ్మ. నీకు జన్మనిచ్చినటువంటిది నీ తల్లి భూమి కంటే సహనభావం కలిగినటువంటిది. అటువంటి సహనభావం కలిగినటువంటి తల్లిని, ఆ తల్లికి కావలసినటువంటి సపోర్ట్ ఇచ్చేటువంటి తండ్రిని, తల్లి మనకు శరీరం ఇస్తే ఆ శరీరాన్ని పోషించి సంస్కారవంతం చేస్తాడు తండ్రి. తల్లి, తండ్రి తరువాత సంస్కారాన్ని జ్ఞానవంతంగా చేస్తారు. ఎందుకు ఇలా ఈ సంస్కారం మనకు అవసరం ఏమిటి అని మనలో ఒక రకమైన వివేకాన్ని కలుగజేసేటువంటి వాడు ఆచార్యుడు. తల్లి, తండ్రి, గురువు. ఈ ముగ్గురు మనం అనుగ్రహిస్తే తర్వాత దైవం అనుగ్రహిస్తుంది. అందువల్ల ప్రథమ స్థానం తల్లికి ఇచ్చాం. అటువంటి తల్లి స్థానము మనం భూమికి ఇవ్వవలసిన అవసరం ఉన్నది. ఇవాళ ప్రపంచంలో ఎక్కడ చూసినా తవ్వుతున్నారు. ఎర్త్ కేవింగ్ అవుతుంది. దానివల్ల వచ్చేది ఏమిటంటే ఎక్కడ పడితే అక్కడ కన్నాలు పడతాయి. మన వాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడో చెప్పారు, భూమి అంతా కన్నాలు పడితే ఆఖరికి సముద్రమే అవుతుంది. సముద్రంలో మునిగిపోయింది. భూమి సముద్రంలో మునగదు, సముద్రంతో నిండిపోతుంది భూమి అంతా కూడా. ఏదో అలా నీటితో నిండిపోతుంది. మీరు కన్నాలు పెడుతున్నారుగా, ఎక్కడ పడితే అక్కడ కన్నాలు పెట్టినప్పుడు కన్నాలు పెట్టిన చోట వాటర్ అంతలో చేరుతుంది. చేసి అల్టిమేట్లీ ఈ భూమి అంతా కూడా జలమయం అయిపోతుంది. అదొక ప్రళయం అన్నమాట. అందువల్ల ఆ పని మనం చేయకూడదు. వీ షుడ్ నెవర్ అలౌ సచ్ ఏ పీపుల్ హూ ఓవర్ ఎక్స్ప్లాయిట్ ది ఎర్త్. భూమిని ఎవడు తవ్వేసినా ఇండిస్క్రిమినేట్గా వాళ్ళ మీద చర్యలు తీసుకోవాల్సినటువంటి అవసరం ఉంది. ఆ చర్య తీసుకున్నాడు. వరాహ అవతారం ఇచ్చాడు. ఆయన అవతారం ఇచ్చి భూమిని ఉద్ధరణం చేశాడు. తల్లిదండ్రుల పట్ల కృతజ్ఞత కలిగి ఉండండి అని చెప్పడం కోసం ఆయన తన దంతములలో వరాహమూర్తి 3 పిండములను ఇరికించి పట్టుకొచ్చి తన శరీరం మీద ఉండేటువంటి రోమములను దర్భరుగా పరిచి 3 పిండములు పెట్టి పితృ పితామహ ప్రపితామహ అనే నామములు పెట్టి మొట్టమొదటిగా తల్లిదండ్రులకు వాళ్ళకు శ్రద్ధతో చేసిన పూజ చేశాడు. ఆయన ఎవరు చేశాడు? వరాహుడు చేశాడు. అందువల్ల మనం వెదర్ దే ఆర్ హియర్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ఇండియా ఆర్ ఎల్స్వేర్, ఎక్కడున్నా సరే తల్లిదండ్రులను వారి పట్ల జాగరూకతతోటి వారి యొక్క యోగక్షేమాలు మేము ఇండియాలో చూస్తుంటాం చాలా చోట్ల. మా అబ్బాయి ఇండి అక్కడ కోర్టు సంపాదిస్తున్నాడు. వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్? అక్కడ వాడు తింటానికి తిండి లేక అనాథాశ్రమాల్లో పడి ఏడుస్తుంటే ఏమంటే ఓల్డ్ ఏజ్ అదొకటి పేరు, ఓల్డ్ ఏజ్ హోమ్స్ అని ఒక పేరు. ఇక్కడ అందరూ ఎవరి దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి మీరు అడిగినా సరే మీ వాడు ఎక్కడున్నాడు? ఆస్ట్రేలియా ఉన్నాడు. మై సన్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ అమెరికా, ఇన్ లండన్. ఈజ్ ఎర్నింగ్ crores of rupees. But we are here. That is the situation. That kind of situation we should never create to our parents. Jai Sri Ram.
Jai Srimanarayana. Now, to move to the next segment of our program, with utmost gratitude, I humbly invite Sri Swamiji to give his pravachana.
Jai Sriman Narayana. My dear Bhagavad Bandhus, we are really privileged to be here on this evening with all of you, a great dedicated devotees of San Antonio and other places. We feel privileged by the proclamation given by Mr. Ron Narendra, and of course in your name there is a wonderful word which is the name of great Vivekananda, who came to Chicago and addressed the world audience with the powerful message of humanity. In your name also there is a Narayan. I'm so happy, Mr. Ron, for your wonderful inspiration given to all the volunteers here to do more and more service with a team spirit. God bless you, and God bless all of us. What is the need of this day? Is my question. What is the need for all of us? Be selfish. Is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? Bad. Okay. Let's just discuss a little about it, whether selfishness is necessary or not. Right? Okay. First of all, we need to understand what does it mean by self. Then being self or selfish, then we can discuss about it. Self is this, right? When one feels that I am, this is the self. Myself, we say. But in this self, what we call the self, I, there are few organs. How many organs are there in the body? Many. Hands, legs, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, teeth, tongue, and many organs in the body. All put together, we call it is self, right? Yes or no? Yeah. Activity of each organ is different. Yes? Name of each organ also is different. Placement of each organ also is different. But each one responds for the other organ. Yes or no? No organ says, I don't care other organs. If it says so, what happens? You have to meet with a doctor. There is a stone hit the foot, or a thorn pushed into the toes, then your hand goes there to support it, right? To pull it out. And eyes shed tears. Mouth calls for support. Why? Mouth never says, hey toes, that's your business. It's not mine. You call for assistance. I am not. Mouth ever says so? No. And eyes also never say, it's your business. You shed tears. Why should I shed tears? You cry. Have you seen our eyes say so? No. Though eyes are different, and legs are different, and toes are different, but all these are in a single self. What you call it? Self. All these are included in the self. And so, each one feels that selfish. And thus, each one responds for the call of other organ. And thus, you are happy. Suppose, if there is something happening and hand says, I don't want to go there. I'm not interested in other activities. I'm by myself. Hand never goes there. What does it mean? It is a paralytic. And the guy should go to the doctor. And he has to do something, some repair. And then he starts again responding for the other parts of the self. And if there is something happen to feel joy, like you have purchased a nice wrist watch and you decorate it to your hand. Have you seen other hand feels jealous? Or leg feels jealous? Eye feels jealous? What happens? Every other part shares the joy of this hand. Yes? And you purchased a nice dress and you wore it. And then have you seen that the head says, you, not for me. Have you seen that? No. So remember, if yourself is around a single body, then each part works with the other part of the specific self for either joy or for sorrow. If there is pain with one, all other parts share that pain and they try to eliminate that pain. If there is pain here, other hand comes and says, oh, let it go down. Let it be pacified. Let it calm down. Does it do or not? So, in a self, in a single self, whatever parts are involved, they each cooperate with the other. They share the pain, they share the joy equally. Yes or no? Now, let us expand the joy, expand the self. How? One boy got married with a girl. Right? Naturally it happens anyway. And after marriage, whatever she does, tries to share with her spouse. Yes? And whatever he does, also tries to share with his spouse. And whenever he goes to, say, a shop to purchase some food or groceries, etc., I want this, he says. I purchase this, he says. But in that I, how many are included? Right? He says only I. But how many are included in that I? 2. Anything he wants, anything he procures, he tries to share with her and she tries to share with him also, equally, isn't it? And if at all there is some kind of pain, both share that pain also. In course of time, say after 2 years or 3 years, they got a twins. How many now? 2 plus 2. And he says, I'm happy with my family. What did he do now? He grew up with his self. Understand? His selfish grew up from 1 to 4. Whatever he does, whatever he earns, whatever he spends, in that all the 4 are included. Then only we say that he's a nice guy. Suppose having a family of 4 and he never cares his wife, nor she never cares her husband, and they both never care their children, and their children never care their parents. Do you think it's a good family? No. So, having 4 in 1, if they do not respond for the call of each other, that means he contracted the selfish from 4 to 1. Do you think it is good? No. If it is around 4, then you feel they are good. It's a good family. Now you have to tell me. He also says I. She also says I. Children also say I. But in that I, there are 4 included. When the boy is playing with his friend, and he says to his friend, hey, come to my house tomorrow morning, okay? And if you ask the boy, hey, you have a house? Where is your house? Oh, that palace is mine. Whose is that palace? To whom does it belong? It belongs to his family or to his father. It's on father's name. But the boy says with his friend, hey, that's my house. Come to my house. Why? Because in the self of 4, it is including everything in it. Now what happened? Self has been expanded. When you see 1 as a unit, the self expanded to so many parts, which are of course interconnected here. But when you see a family between wife, husband, child, or children, then each one is not connected as the parts of the body. But there is a kind of circle which you call selfish. Right? But selfish, what happened now? Expanded. The horizon of the self has been expanded. Is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? It is good growth. Now, Mr. Ram is here. He represents San Antonio, right? And whenever he goes and meets with the president or maybe some higher officials, then he says, I from so and so place want this for my state, for my city, or for my something X, Y, Z, whatever it is. And when he says I, how many are included in that I? How many are included in that? All people in San Antonio. Being a mayor of San Antonio, he never cares anybody here. And he never talks about anybody. He never fulfills the needs of anybody. And he never takes care of any activity. And always he is confined to himself. Eat, sleep, and just go. Do exercise. And again eat, sleep, and do. Do you think that he is a good mayor? Or a good person in that place? Now what he did, his self has been so expanded from one unit to one family, from one family, including all the families of San Antonio. His selfish is so big. He is so selfish, right? Is it good or bad? Being a mayor, not only caring human beings, but also he cares for the animals. Also cares for the ecosystem of the San Antonio, taking care of the plants, animals, water sources, power distribution, transportation, so many other things whichever are included in the San Antonio. He deals with all of them and he wants to see that everything goes smooth. And he works for that day in and out. Right? Now what should you say? Mr. Ron is big selfish. Right? Is it good selfishness or bad? Now you have to tell me. Selfishness, should it grow or not? Is it the need or not? Now, take the president of the country, the president of a country. He also, when represents in UNO, then he talks, I do this, my goal is this, and my activity is this. He says always I, my. Right? There is also a self, right? And he also has a selfishness. But in that selfishness, what is included? The whole country. His selfishness is so big. Very, very big. He always says anything for the sake of whole country. He does any activity for the sake of whole. What I mean to say, you are supposed to be like that. Whether doing or not, that is their choice. Right? Being a big one with a big selfishness, are you being big or are you contracting to small, smaller and smallest? That is their choice. You being one, having this much of selfish, not caring the legs, not caring the hands, not caring the head, not caring the dummy, and not caring anything, and you want to be like that, that is your choice. Right? So, you have to tell me what is the need now. Be selfish. Be more selfish. Selfish, the need of the hour. Yes? And now, let's not be limited to a country. Let our selfishness grow still big. Big to the entire earth. And then you have to think that whole earth is my mother. My mother. Mother becomes a part of the self, right? Because mother, father, children, all they become one unit of the self. And when you have to, or probably you grow your selfishness to another bigger horizon where you include the entire earth into yourself, what happens then? you start responding for the call of any part of the body. If you are in a small body, you are responding for call of the toes, for the foot. If a mosquito is on your back and you respond immediately to hand, you instruct your hand, hey, go, take care, clean it. You are responding. If there is joy, you are able to share with. If there is a pain, you are sharing with. And if there is a kind of deficiency, you are trying to see that it is rectified. And if you have something with you, you are trying to share that with all other parts. And similarly, if the horizon of the self is expanded to the entire earth, then anything that you have, whether knowledge, energy, ability, skill, you don't want to be confined to just to a little body. You want to see that it should be expanded to the entire body, the big body that is the entire earth. You don't want to see anybody is deprived of that joy. You feel like sharing your joy to that deprived one. And you also want him to be enjoying as you are enjoying with that. And when somebody is in pain, you don't want to just simply see the pain of that person. You feel like eliminating that pain by doing some service there. Yes? Now, tell me, what is the need today? Be big selfish, gross selfish, but a healthy selfish, not wrong selfish. As our little students of Vedi Seva showed how to take care of the trees and how to preserve the biodiversity, that becomes your mission now. If there is pain with any part of the world, either with the man, with the tree, with animals, or with water, and with environment, with air, you try to see that it is reduced. And you want to see that everybody should be united, sharing their joys. That is the organization we have. And the slogan what we have is, serve all beings as service to God. You have to serve. You know very well who is damaging water, contaminating the water. Have you seen any animal doing that? Have you seen any animal contaminating the water? Yes or no? Who contaminates water? Without water, can you survive? But you contaminate. Who is contaminating the air? Have you seen any other creature contaminating the air? Who is able to do such a kind of great deed? So do you think that you are a wise guy? There is a saying in Telugu, Manava Sevaye. How many of you like it? Serving humanity is service to God. How many of you like it? Wow, wow, wow. Is it right? Okay, that is what I am asking you now. Who is able to pollute the water? Man. Who is able to contaminate the air? Man. Who is able to cut the trees? Who is able to correct the purity of the soil by chemicals? Man. Who is able to throw a lot of plastic into the soil? Man. Who is able to speak lies? Huh? Anybody can raise that I never spoke lies in my life? Anybody? If anybody raises, that becomes another bigger liar. Have you ever seen any other bird or animal speaking lies? No. Who is killing such a kind of animals? Who is killing birds indiscriminately? All credits are to man only. Okay? And now you have to tell me, if serving such man, do you feel that God is happy? Now tell me, serving humanity is service to God. Is God happy with such a man? Now can we say that serving humanity becomes service to God? That's why our VD Seva, our Jet USA organization modified that saying. Serving humanity alone never becomes service to God, and God is absolutely not happy with man, with the humans. All are children of God, isn't it? How many gods will be there in the universe? How many gods? 33 crores. All the 33 crores are devatas, not gods. They are devatas. That is, they are the administrative staff of God. But God is always one. Let people call in different religions with different names, it doesn't matter. But God should always be one. If there are many gods, there will be Star Wars. So gods will not be many. God is always one and one only. And all other things, humans, animals, birds, trees, air, earth, water, mountains, valleys, all these are His creation. And if man damages all other things, do you feel God is happy with man? That's why take care of other creatures. Take care of animals. Take care of birds. Take care of water. Take care of air. Take care of soil. Take care of trees. And of course, take care of humans also, because humans are also a part of the whole body. If you take the entire earth as a single body, man also becomes a part of the body. Just taking man only, Manava Seva ye, అందులో మళ్ళీ ఏ కూడాను ఏ అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? మరొకటేది కాదు. మానవ సేవ ఏ, దట్ ఈస్ రాంగ్. You can take care of humans also, but for the sake of humans, damaging the rest of the universe is a biggest sin. Is the biggest sin. You know what happens? If all other things are corrupted, you won't be able to survive at all. And so, my friends, taking care of water, air, earth, tree, animal, bird, all other creatures should be done by us, not out of compassion, not out of concern, but out of compulsion. If they are not there, you won't be there. For your own survival, you need to take care of all those things. Yes or no? Yes. That's why The saying what we use is serve all beings, not only human beings, all beings, and then don't say, I did serve them. You are serving God through them. If you sow a tree, nurture the tree. Through tree, you are serving God. If you feed an animal, through animal, you are serving God. If you keep the surface clean, through that you are serving God. And if you take care of a bird, through that bird you are serving God. Because God is there also, God is everywhere. And if you take care of a human, through that human you are serving God. Serving God is important, but all these things become a divine self, a divine body of God. Everything is a part of God. You are also a part, other things also different parts. For the sake of one part, don't damage the rest of the body. Is it a bright idea? Is it bright idea to take care of one part, you're damaging the rest of the parts? Which part of your body is more important? All parts. You can't take one part and remove other parts. Can you? That is the reason. Don't take just only the human beings and damage the rest of the stuff. So our organization's slogan goes like, serve all beings, whether they are humans, animals, birds, trees, insects. Serve all beings. Even the objects with no life, you need to take care of them. Serve all beings and relate it to God then. Dedicate it to God as service to God. Keeping that in view, our jet organization and VD Seva are started doing services since 1983. The first thing what we need is education. Lack of education is the reason for every damage. So we need to educate people. Started educating the small kids because they will be the future. And then with the Vedic knowledge and also with the academic knowledge, there are many people among humans also who are otherwise challenged. For few there are no eyes. And for few there are other types of diseases. And for few there is no access for education. Whose is the duty to provide them right education? It is our duty. So our organization reached to the corners, even to the areas which are far from carts, deeper forests, which are torn with terrorism, Naxal hit areas. And there started residential schools and providing education. That is called tribal schools. And then started schools for visually challenged kids, boys and girls, from all sections of the society. There are different organizations which provide them some kind of a medical assistance and operations, but for those whose eyes will not be there at all, no operation will be working on them. How to take care of them? So our organization started schools and colleges for those visually impaired, challenged, or totally blind children. And you feel happy to know now from those schools, those children are selected for international cricket team T20, which is happening in London. From this August 20 to 27th, it's happening in London. 3 girls, blind children, 3 blind girls have been selected for international cricket T20 team, and they are going to play for India. And of course they participated in many Paralympic games and in Asian games, but the interesting thing is wherever they go, they come back with gold medals only. They never come empty-handed. So far that is the trend. And also they learn things on computers, not special computers, on normal laptops. They use the laptop for their education, and they use that laptop for examination as well. And our schools are permitted to send the children with the laptops with them, and that's how they are studying. And very, very interesting point what we need to understand is normally in the national parade that happens during August 15th or January 26th, like Republican Day, blind children never participate in the parade. From our Netra Vidyalaya, the first contingent with the 50 students participated in the national parade also. After completing the parade, when it was announced that these are blind kids, then nobody knows that they are blind. That precision their presentation was. And in academics also they are always good, and they are placed pretty well the moment they come out of their school, their education. Trying some kind of service to extent there. There are boys, there are girls, and some are poor, some are middle class, some are normal, but everybody is treated there equal, and their education, accommodation, dresses, education material, laptops, everything is free of cost. No fees at all. That's how they are taught by our organization. I'm very happy that our VD Seva from here, from US, and also our JET organization from US, also a part in supporting those kids. From the time of the inception of these organizations here in 2005 and 8. And then we are going to forests, deeper levels of the forest, start schools. Children learn the things like Prajna here and transform their villages. Even their parents get educated through children, and their habits will be changed. They come to, normal life. As civilians, you participate in the activities of the society. Those tribal people also learn and do so many good things there. And now they are attempting for Olympic Games. Those tribals, They are now learning archery and they are aiming at Olympics. And we have to wait and see how they will be able to do it. My friends, our organization VD Seva and ZUSA, they are doing another great service to women. You know why women? Because women is the center of the society. If woman is sick, the whole society becomes sick. If a woman is healthy, society will be flourishing. In a home, it is the woman who takes care of everyone in the family. If father is sick, no problem. He takes a rest for a couple of days or a week, and then he normally keeps going to his office. But if mother is sick, then what happens? Whole family becomes upside down. Because nobody knows where salt is, where sugar is, where coffee powder is, where milk is, where other spices are. So mother is the key center of the family and thus the society, because society is nothing but a group of families. Families belong to different languages, different religions, different cultures and different habits and so on and so forth. But for everyone, it is the woman who is the key of the society. Our Bharat, our Vedic culture, that is the reason respects the woman as God. Woman is respected like God. If woman is happy, world is happy. Wherever the teardrops of the woman fall, that land gone to ashes. This is how our Indians respect women. But unfortunately today, there is a very dreadful disease spreading there to women, which is called cancer. By many reasons of this, because the lifestyle today is changed. Women used to do proper exercise earlier, but now due to lack of that, I think lifestyle changes, food, habits, everything is changed. So diseases are spreading, and cancer is the worst disease that the world ever experienced, where no initial indications or signals will be there. If it is with the heart, lungs, kidneys, pancreas, there will be some kind of indications we understand early. But with cancer, no indications will be there until it grew up so high in the body, then it starts showing up. By the time it really shows up, maybe it is in the second, third or fourth stage. But then treatment becomes very difficult. May survive, but survival becomes very difficult for such cases. That is where our VD Seva and our ZUSA are active in early detection of the problem, especially the breast and cervix cancers. And more focus is on cervix cancer. Normally, for each test, what they call is pap smear test. And most of you guys may be knowing, yes? How many of you know that about pap smear test? Any woman crossing 35 years should go through the test once in a year minimum. It's a good for their future. But that test in Indian system costs approximately 2,000 to 5,000, somewhere in between. Depends upon the hospital. But minimum cost goes up to 2,000. And such a kind of test costing 2,000 per person, our organization so far did the screening for women for cervix cancer to 2.4 million women. 24 lakhs, all at free of cost. All at free of cost. You can imagine how much the cost goes. That's where our VD Seva is supporting such a kind of activities from here and also from other parts of the world. You will be surprised to know that our organization brought down the cost of a device that is used for screening called colposcope, which normally costs approximately in Indian cost, I say 2.5 lakhs, right? In Indian cost, I say 2.5 lakhs. Such a machine, our organizers, our volunteers prepared on their own, that costed 6,000 rupees. Out of their own experience they made, and they're working with it with more efficacy, and that's been tested by the world organizations, and they felt so happy with it. For women, health is more important because they never care their own health. They care for their children. They care for their husband. They care for their family, but they never care for their own health. They think probably the social stigma is also one of the reasons. If the family members know that she is sick, they may not like. Sometimes husband may not like, sometimes their relatives may criticize. Many things. The social stigma is such. So they never want to say that they are ill, they are sick. So it is the responsibility of the rest of the society to find that their health is always good. Of course, Indian women spend for saris and jewelry, not for their health. And the rest has the responsibility to see that their health is always in good condition. That is what our organization is doing. They have many teams of women. They are trained, they go around the people, they create awareness initially, and they invite them for the camps, they conduct the camps, and then they give them needed medication, and then they see that their health is preserved. Few things, our organization, the JET and VD Seva are trying to do, because this is our responsibility. As I initially said, man is a part, but animals also have equal right to live on this planet Earth. So their health also is our duty, because we are the culprits to damage them. So we conduct veterinary services where animals' health also is taken care. And people, they will not send them to the slaughterhouses when they are not, giving them milk and stuff like that. They take care of the animals. And then the plantation of the saplings on the ground is one of our responsibilities, to keep the Mother Earth always green and joyful. And providing good water to the places where the water is required is one of the activities our organization does. So my friends, feeling the selfishness, what is that? Selfishness, which is the need of the hour. Is it need of the hour or not? Should we become more selfish or not?
Yes.
But don't contract your selfishness. Don't limit to your own self, to your own body, and let the family be included in the self. Work for the family. Work for the society you live in. Work for the nature that supports you. Work for the entire earth where you are as a part of it. Take care of the whole. Don't confine to a single leaf of the tree. If you just confine to the leaf will be withered within no time. You need to take care of the tree. You can see more leaves flourishing, blooming. This is the organization we are representing, and this is our VD Seva. Here in San Antonio, it's conducting the activity here on the name of Spurti. Spurti is inspiration. Take inspiration from the stories of those children. You need to, appreciate these guys. They go on internship during summers from US. About so many students apply for that, but a few will be selected and they send them as teams to India. They go to those deeper forests, work with those children, understand the circumstances, and they teach something to those children. They learn something from the children also. This year, one team has already gone and returned from different parts, and now the second team is still in India. Many children are going. Many children can join this activity. They can volunteer their services. Remember, for the services you volunteer, the President of America will be recognizing those services and give you an award. If the servicing hours are so and so, they reward you with a bronze medal or a silver medal or a gold medal. And if your servicing hours are more, like more than 400 or so, they invite you to the White House and you can enjoy the audience of the President of America. Is it nice? It's a great chance, isn't it? So our VD Seva and JET USA are organizations recognized by the White House to offer the volunteering hours of the volunteers from different parts of the country. And today morning also a few from this part also received those awards. And we are very, very happy to conducting this Spurti here in San Antonio. 10 years before we came here. 10 years before. And then we said that this is some kind of service we can do. And Dr. Mridula Rao and her team of volunteers, wonderful volunteers, felt it is right, and they took the spirit and then they started working with the activity here. And this is the 10th anniversary of that service activity here, and presenting in the name of Spurti to the society. And kudos to Dr. Rao and her team of volunteers for doing this kind of wonderful services. And also for all the community members and the leaders who are extending their great support by lending hand to the needy people and needy services across the world. And we offer Mangala Sasana. So this year, especially, we came to US for two reasons. Number one, we did a project called Statue of Equality, establishing the great statue of Ramanujacharya, the height of 216 feet, made of metal, 5 metals, in Hyderabad. Many devotees from here also became part of that great project by their munificent contributions. Event happened there in 22, but COVID was the big problem during that time. Many people could not come, could not see that event personally. They might have seen in videos on TVs, but they could not come personally. Now we came to meet with such great devotees who are responsible in bringing up the project and to say a big thanks to them for becoming part of such a great project. And second project we came to US this year is having brought a statue of equality there in Hyderabad. Why can't we have another statue here in US? Will it be okay? What kind of statue can we have here? We need a statue that brings all of us together. Right? All of us means not only just humans, but also animals and birds and other creatures. Even among the human beings, it is so sad today in the world, people are not able to tolerate with other people having different colors, different languages, different religions, different ethnicities. People are fighting with each other. Is it a good deed? Is it something that is to be encouraged? Will it be good for the future of this earth? No. We should be united. We should be together. Maybe different colors, maybe different religions, different languages. There's a wrong in it. Again, look back your own body. Different parts, different activities, different shapes, different places. But don't you think that all are working together for a common cause of good health? So also for the common cause of good health to the world, we people should live together with animals and trees and other creatures of this earth. We need a kind of inspiration, spurti for that. That inspiration is Hanuman. We know the story of Ramayana, yes? There, it was Hanuman who bridged the gap between man and animal, between man and a Rakshasa, between man and another man. Read the story of Hanuman. If Hanuman is not there, Rama joining monkeys and doing something wouldn't have happened. And if Hanuman was not there, Rama and Vibhishana wouldn't have become one team. If Hanuman was not there, Rama wouldn't have come back to Ayodhya and was not ruling the kingdom at home. Hanuman became a bridge. Yes or no? While Rama was constructing the bridge between India and the Lanka, it was Hanuman who actually brought the stones and made it strong. Yes? Now, why can't we bring such a kind of Hanuman as an inspiration for us to make our lives congenial with all sections of the society? He becomes a bridge between all. Can we chant his name like he's a beautiful setu? He's a beautiful bridge. Can we say that? How to say that in Sanskrit language to call as a beautiful bridge between all of us? Sundara Setu. What is that? So we requested all the great-hearted people who think that we should all live together. No matter what color we are in, what caste, creed, race, religion, ethnicity, language, we should all be together. And we should take care of the animals, birds and trees and stuff, everything. And take him as an inspiration. No discrimination to Rama on anyone. He was with all. And Hanuman is the responsible one to make it. So, should we become a part of it? Is it a good idea to become part of such generous activity? Can we become? Who think that yes, it is a good thing, we need to do it? Who think that? You don't want to become a part of it? Huh? Some people are saying like this. Doubt. Doubt first born and then we born. Is it a good idea to live with all other creatures, or just you want to eliminate other creatures and you want to live alone? Huh? You want to live with all other creatures also? Then only the earth becomes a good place for us to live in, isn't it? How many of you like it? My goodness. That's the reason. Let us chant a mantra. What is that mantra? Om Sundara Setave Namaha. Simple. The meaning is, O Hanuman, you are the beautiful bridge between all sections. Let we understand the need of being together with all. In this union, you are responsible. So you are a statue of union. Right? So we call that statue as a statue of union, having the height of 90 feet, made of 5 metals. Should we do it? Yes. Is it good? Come on. Let's all do it now. And what we suggested all our, the good-hearted people, to chant this mantra, Sundara Setave Namaha, every day, and be connected to him. Most possibly that he will be arriving to America during the ending part of November, and his dedication of the statue, unveiling the statue, and his appearance to the people may be happening during the first part of December. This is what they are just planning, and it might happen that way. And should we all participate in that? Yes. Can we do that? Yes. Let us start working with it. What I suggested, chant this mantra every day and remember his grace. Try to read his history. Whose history? Yes. And then chant this mantra, whenever that it is possible, and every day just to keep something for him. Something. You may keep $1, you may keep 1 cent, you may keep $10, $100, whatever is. Money is not important. Remembering his grace, doing something for him is what makes a difference in all of us. Let us inform to everybody and let us make everyone a part of it in bridging the gap between the countries and ethnicities and between different all religions and races, the bridge which was constructed by Rama between Lanka and Bharat. There are small pebbles, there are big stones, there are mountains also, they throw into the waters. Right? Let us also become a small pebble of that. We can become a small pebble, we can become a small stone, we can become a big mountain. No problem. But let us understand the call of the world today. We should all be together and we should all be flourishing. Nobody should feel bad, nobody should feel sad, nobody should be worried. We want everybody should be with good mood, joy and good health. This is what our organization, or this is what the Spurti is for. I'm very, very happy to the volunteers and organizers of JTUSA and VD Seva here in San Antonio for conducting this wonderful Spurti, and also our Mangala Sesnams to all the kids of Prajna and VD Seva who performed so beautiful presentations, dances, and gave nice experiences, shared their good experiences. And once again, for all the great audience like you who are promoting this kind of great events and services in the society for the betterment of the future of our world. Let's make our world happy. Let's make our world one family. Jai Sriman Narayana.
Jai Sriman Narayana. Thank you, Swamiji. We will now transition to the Q&A portion of the program. We have some questions from the youth in the audience that we humbly request Sri Swamiji to answer. Our first question is from Rohit Siddhabatla, who's in the 11th grade. His question was, what inspired you to carry on God's work? What inspired you to carry on God's work?
What inspired us to carry on the God's work? God chooses who should work for Him. We can't choose God's work. Most of the times we choose wrong things. But if He chooses, and we have no role there to say yes or no, we should become an instrument in His hands. And of course, Guru is the one who becomes the pathfinder. And our Guru probably made God to choose us for His service and put us in this activity. And we also can become like that, right? Let us become instruments in the hands of God to do great things.
Jai Sriman. The next question is from Rohan Siddhavasha, who's in grade 7. What Hindu script inspired you the most?
Bhagavad Gita and Ramayana. Ramayana is the practicals of our life. Bhagavad Gita is the theoretical book of the practices. So, if you want to be a real human, read Bhagavad Gita and understand. Go through Ramayana and live like that.
Thank you, Swamiji. Our next question is from Anuj Devalpalli, who's in the 2nd grade. His question was, how and when did the solar system start? And how does the sun, earth, and our human body act, and balance.
My God. Now we have to start working with the astronomy. The solar system, what we are in, or the solar family in which we are living. There are many, many solar families in the space. But let's not talk about them. Let's confine to the solar family in which we are living, where there are 7 or 9 planets around the sun, and his appearance happened 4,000 million years ago. That means 4 billion years ago it started. And on that man's appearance happened 2 billion years before, not 10,000 years. 2 billion years before man's appearance, first appearance started, and since then many, many changes have taken, and today we are like this.
Jai Sri Manarayana. The next question is from Anvi Komatadadi, who's in the 11th grade. Is fate/destiny a real thing? When something bad happens, people say it's our Talaratra. To what extent is this true?
How far we have to believe in our destiny? Is it that question?
Is fate/destiny a real thing?
What?
Is fate or destiny a real thing?
Is destiny a fate or real? Destiny is real. There's no doubt about it. And destiny is very much fixed. But the question is then, why should we accept anything? Okay, leave everything when destiny is already confirmed. Yeah, something bad happens, they say, oh, this is my fate, what can I do? No, that's wrong. I'll give you just a small example, that you see the water falls from the clouds, right? What is the destiny of that water? Reaching the ocean. Every drop that falls on the ground, the destiny of that drop to reach ocean. But before the drop reaching the ocean, you can do many things with it. Yes? What you can do? When the water fell on the ground, you can construct a big dam, construct nice canals, and take that water in those canals to different places, and see the many crops are grown, so much water distribution is done, electricity is generated, many good things you can do with that water. Yet, again that water goes to the ocean only. So now, you need to think whether to leave the water that fell on the ground directly to the ocean, or just construct a dam and use for many things, and still again it goes to the ocean. Which is the right process? Make them use and then leave it. Destiny is like reaching the water to the ocean, that is for sure. But if you just simply keep your hands open and not do anything, the water normally goes there and you will be suffering. But the energy given by God, the limbs provided by God, it's not you choose them, right? All these are provided by God. Not wasting these things. If you put them in a better use, then you can create a dam, canal, crops, again so much food, and so many animals will be flourishing, earth will be green, electricity is generated, many things can be happened, with that same water, but still that goes there. So destiny is reaching, but if you use your effort properly, if you think properly and act upon properly, guided in a perfect way, then you can create so much difference. But still, of course, destiny is destiny. No one can stop it. So you need not say that, oh, it is my talarata, what can I do? You need not say that. Put your proper effort given by God and make a change. Yes?
Jai Srimanarayana. Thank you, Swamiji. So, we have for our last question from Abdi and Adi Iyengar, who are 12 years old. What made you think to build this huge statue of Sri Ramanujacharya?
Equality is the need of the day. And Ramanuja 1000 years before spoke and made people understand, and he institutionalized that thought of equality among the society. And that's the reason even today that is the need. What he did 1000 years before was in practice for almost 600 years in Bharat. Bharat, not today what we see, Bharat is the Bharat. Bharat is so big then. People were practicing that, but unfortunately foreign rule, invasions in India made a lot of difference. And the foreign rule in India again damaged all that ideology and brought back the old taboos in the society. And now again it is the need for the society to understand that equality should be there among all of us, all humans, all other living organisms, and among all non-living organisms as well. That's what Ramanuja stood for 1000 years before. And because that's the need today, his millennium celebrations made with a big statue of him to spread the message of equality among all before God and equal opportunities to everyone irrespective of what they are among humans. At the same time, living opportunities even for animals and birds. That is the message of Ramanujacharya, and the project is to spread that message.
Jai Srimanarayana. Thank you, Swamiji. We just received some more questions, actually, so we have another question. Why should we go to the temple when God is in our heart?
Close all the temples. God is in your heart. You are also there in the heart, right? You are there, God is there. But still, can you see God in you? Let me give an example. To see something, you need eyes, right? You have wonderful eyes with you. Some people have 2 eyes, some people have 4 eyes, and some other people have bifocal 6 eyes. But that's okay. To see something, your face is there. Can you see your face with your eyes? Can you? What do you need? A mirror. Is there life in your eyes? Is there life in your face? Is there life in the mirror? Still what you need to see your face with your own eyes? A mirror. Without mirror, can you do anything with your face? Can you decorate your face? Can you dress your face? No. How many times a day you see your face within mirror? You need to start counting. You are there and face is there, still you need something else to see that. So also God is here and you also here in your heart, but to see God in you with your own knowledge, you need something other than them. That is a deity. A deity either in a stone form, in a metallic form, in a wooden form, no problem, whatever the form that is created, but you need that. To make a mirror, you take stones, pebbles, or silicon and make the mirror. So also to make the deity, you need a stone, a metal. And for mirror, you create something like a frame, a support, etc. So see the deity also, you need to create a kind of environment which you call as temple. Creating temple is to make the deity more visible, more clear, more useful. Now, is mirror necessary for your daily life? Is temple needed for your daily life then? That is it is.
Jai Sriman Narayana. Thank you, Swamiji. Now we'll be moving on to the SRS portion of our program. Before we start the video, we do request any SRS donors who have not already lined up to please find our volunteers on the right so they can help you line up in the hallway. And now we would like to show you a brief video on the Statue of Equality.
అదిగో శ్రీరామానుజ ఘన గుణగణ జయధ్వజం వినరో ప్రతి గుండె సడిగ ఆరెపరెప అనుక్షణం